going on a trip. Today is Thursday. It is 10:30. We're headed up to the Olympic Peninsula. I'm meeting JT up there. I've done a few changes I'll go over when I get to camp with you guys. If you haven't seen it already, but I got my Starlink Mini installed with a mount that I designed. We're going to be testing that out this weekend. Few things that is new since the last video. I'm going to be releasing these this coming week. This is the small, just basically a junk holder, holes in the bottom to add strength and to make sure that it doesn't retain any water or anything. Keeping some some USB cables there. The way I designed it, I have it has 4 holes total, so I have 3 along the top and then the one down here in the bottom, which lines up to the middle one, so you can actually install it on one of the side tracks here, or you can install it, I made it so it'll sit flush, you can install it on any of the side tracks, going vertical or horizontal. I made 2 sizes. This is the small, this is the large one here. So this one's about twice as deep, but it's the same width and height. This will hold dampered reusable containers. You basically just slide it in there, it'll hold it, and when it's full of water you can pull it out and replace the desiccant on the inside and then set it back in. I also finally got my fire extinguisher mounted. It's on this quick pull tab. I can reach it from the side door or from the inside. You just pull this pin in the fire extinguisher falls down. And then to put it back on, you just put it in and pull the pin, and now it's locked into place. I also finally drilled a hole in this panel here, and that's where I'm keeping my camp stove and my camp oven now. That was just wasted space before, so freed up some space down here because I used to have that stove here, which was always a pain. So I'm just going to keep my toiletry bag and then my tool roll on the other side so I can reach it from outside. I reorganized a few of my drawers here, and then in my bottom drawer here, I 3D printed a holder for my thermosil with all the cartridges. I'm actually out. I meant to grab some before I came out on this trip, but totally spaced. But it'll hold 9 of the butanes, my thermosil, and then an entire pack of the refill inserts. And then down here, it's just all my toiletry, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, bags, and then just some of my miscellaneous stuff. All my cook stuff still up on top. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you didn't see my post on the Facebook groups, I designed this replacement plug that goes into the empty slot on the diesel heater port. This is my wires for my awning, so now my awning works with the juice box. That took way too long, and but everything works now, so I can switch between my amber and my whites. I did a separate video, but I got up here. You can see this wire running through the roof. I've got a Starlink Mini now, and that's run off the juice box auxiliary switch. Um, Absolutely no service right now. This is one of our usual camp spots. So let's run a speed test here out in the middle of nowhere. 120, 130 megabits per second. Download. And just about 13 up. So no complaints there, because usually I have no service here, so I'm just relying on satellite messenger, which sucks all the time. Yeah, so final numbers 124.3 and 12.8, so no complaints. This is our view for the afternoon. We're at one of our favorite river spots, JT and I got my diesel heater set up. It's supposed to be down in the 40s tonight. It gets pretty moist here in the evenings in the fall, spring, and wintertime. Just because I'm sure you guys can see, but we're basically in a valley of the mountains. Clouds are at the top, clouds are coming down. So I'm going to run the diesel heater just to keep it dry inside the tent tonight. This will be my first time running this for an entire night, so hopefully I don't run into issues, but if I do, I'll let you guys know in the morning. And yeah, it's nice not having everything crowding my table anymore. I can actually use my table. And yeah, we're just going to chill here for the evening. It's only 2 o'clock, so just going to be a relaxing afternoon down by the water here. JT and I went around, scrounged up some wood that was laying around here, and we're going to have a real fire tonight, hopefully for at least a little while. We'll see how long this wood lasts us, but so far it's doing pretty good. But we're just going to chill tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to do a Three Peaks loop up here where we're at. Everything on Onyx, the pictures and everything. Looked to be pretty epic. A couple of waterfalls that we can check out, so pretty excited for that. Camp's all set up. Just been chilling all afternoon. It's 6:30 now, so got about an hour and a half of daylight left, and then we'll be into the darkness. All the clouds burned off of the mountains up there and up there, so hopefully it'll be a pretty clear night. I don't know if I've ever been here at this spot and not got soaked in the middle of the night, so we'll see what happens in the morning. But yeah, we're just gonna chill tonight, have a fire, and just relax. JT downloaded some comedy specials, so we'll probably do that here in a little bit. Morning, everyone. It's a pretty decent night last night. Got a little chilly. It was the first night that I ran the diesel heater in the setup it's in for a full night. I'd ran it for a couple hours right after I built it out in the 90-degree weather just to get everything burnt off. It was the first night I've actually tried to rely on it. After about an hour and a half, it shut itself down and had an error 05, which is an overheat error. I read online that it could be a bunch of different things. Could be a restricted air intake, a restricted air outtake or output. Could be an exhaust issue. Could be a bunch of things. I think I narrowed it down to, I think, just being inside the case, and I had it on low. It wasn't very cold last night. I just had it running to keep the dew out of the tent because, like I said, everything down here is gets really wet at night, no matter what time of the year you come. And I'm sure you could probably see it on my awning here, how wet the awning is. So I just had it on the lowest setting, and I think it just overheated itself. I read on the forum that if you have it super low, the fan inside isn't spinning fast enough to keep everything cooled down. So I think the unit itself overheated. So I downloaded the instructions on how to tune these. I've never had an issue with this, but I've always ran it out in the open inside of no case. So this is the first time that's been in a case. So if it was running too rich or too lean or just not running the fan fast enough, I usually only run it like when it's down in the 30s and 20s. So it's usually on full blast all night long. So I went through and adjusted the hertz for the fuel pump, and I adjusted the the fan speed, the minimum fan speed, I adjusted from like 1600 to 1800. And then I turned on about 3 o'clock this morning. I woke up freezing. So I cranked it on, and it ran on low most of the morning after it warmed up the camper. It ran for 4 hours without issue, and I just shut it down. So now it's going through its cool down cycle. I still haven't dialed in how I'm gonna mount the muffler here. I just put a bar across my awning arms and just hung it by a chain to keep it from. I didn't want it to slowly go down and rust on my truck and burn the paint in the middle of the night. So, but yeah, it's was super foggy half hour ago, and the sun is burning everything off. It's looks like it's gonna be a pretty beautiful day. JT and I were going over the trip today or last night. We were gonna go on a 20-mile loop. Basically, starts like 5 minutes down the road. It goes way up into the mountains. There's a bunch of cool waterfalls, it says, and a bunch of places to pull over and check out. So it'll be a fun morning trip, and then we'll see what time we finish up there, and we'll decide what we want to do for the rest of the day. JT and I are on the trail. This is about 10 minutes from where we camped last night. I just came up this trail here. We actually already stopped at one waterfall. I'll throw up some pictures right here. But this is a short walk down to a pretty nice looking waterfall from what I could tell from the photos. It's a little pull off spot here. So we pulled over kind of into the bushes here, and we're going to walk down, check out the waterfall, and then keep hitting the trail. There's a sick jump right here. Get at least 4 feet of air. But yeah, I'll catch you guys when we get down to the waterfall. All right, guys, I can see the waterfall through the trees. I don't know if you guys can hear it yet or not, but we'll see it at the same time here. Oh, that's beautiful. We've camped at that spot probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 times in the past 3 years. I've never, I mean, this is literally 5 minutes from our camp. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful. Huge, like, huge pool underneath it. I mean, you can't even see the bottom, just super blue. All right, guys, we walked around the far side here. I was gonna try to go up this rock face, but my shoes are a little wet. I'm wearing Vans, so they're quite slick. But yeah, it's gotta be one of the top waterfalls I've ever been to in the PNW here. Just crystal clear, aqua water. And it's just, this is a perfect place to come swim on a hot day, for sure. And it's got to be over 20 feet deep over there. As soon as the sun comes up over the hills, it's going to be beautiful. We'll be long gone by then, but that's just awesome. This has basically been the entire trail. Every half mile or a mile, we're pulling over to see a waterfall or some awesome views of the valley. It's been an awesome. I mean, I've camped. Like I said, I've camped on this bottom of this trail. I don't know, 7 or 8 times now. I've never been up on this trail, and I'm not sure why. All right, well, we're gonna hit the road some more. We're just about halfway done with the trail. We've been on the trail about an hour and a half, 2 hours now, so not terrible. We'll see find if we can find a nice view spot to pull over for lunch. It's 10:59 or 10:51 right now, so it's getting close to lunchtime, but not super close. So probably go another hour or so and see where we end up. But yeah, like I tell everybody, I would never want to live anywhere else. I mean, this is 2.5, 3 hours from my house. All right, we just came out to the first sketchy area on the trail. It's just a washout here, kind of a little washout right up there. Everybody says that this is the only sketchy part of the trail. Basically a complete drop off on this side. So I'm gonna get the drone up and record us driving through here, and we'll keep trucking. JT and I found this awesome spot overlooking the lake, like 10-15 minutes down the road from our spot from last night. Explored all day today. Got here about 2-ish. It's 4:30 now, so been here a couple hours. We just fished for an hour or so. Not even a nibble, but relaxing to do so anyways. Quite the trek down and back up this hill, though. It's a super loose rock all the way down. This lake is usually up about 30 feet, so I mean just to the bottom of these bushes usually. So it's down quite a ways. Huge lake. Online said that they have cutthroat and golden trout here. But the last post on Fish Report was from 2014 and said it took them all day to catch their two fish limit. So I don't know if they stock this lake or not. There's not a whole lot of information online about it, but yeah, we're just chilling. We got our hammock set up. We took a nap earlier. Got all of our firewood stacked for a fire tonight. Just a relaxing weekend. Can't beat those views. Bone apple tea. Having hamburgers, macaroni salad, some salad. I'm gonna whisper because JT's doing a gear review over here. Little shower stall for the bottom of an iCamper. Looks pretty cool. Gonna go look on wall to wall, JT. Pound stakes into the ground. Quite a few of you guys have asked how I shower on the trail. Geyser is a lifesaver. I picked up the one that you can heat the water with. I've never used it. I've been told it takes way too long. The nice thing about the Geyser is it uses 3 liters of water to take your shower. I keep my hose stored inside, and just uses these little sponges here. I let it air dry after I shower, and I just pack it away in my toiletry bag. These you can run as many of these as you want, but they just clip on, and the water hose just clips on like that. So the easiest way to do this and the fastest way, I have a 1 liter pot here. I fill up to the 1 liter mark. I boil it. I pour that in, and then I fill the rest of this up with cold water, and that makes it the perfect temperature. So let's go ahead and do that. I rock the Dometic water jugs. The pump sucks. Don't spend the money on them. I usually just pull the pump off and let it gravity feed. It's the fastest way to fill my stuff. It's actually twice as fast as using the pump. When you're showering out in the woods, make sure you're using all natural soaps. I use 18-in-1 Mr. Bonner's Pure Castile soap. The peppermint one's probably my favorite. Leaves you nice and fresh and clean. All right, this is filled up. I also use a microfiber towel. These dry super fast, and they take up almost no room. So we'll get this tossed up on the burner. Get that boiling. And while that's boiling, we'll start filling the geyser here. Like I said, so that I'll fill this up about halfway, which is about 1.5 liters, and then I'll dump the boiling water in here, and then I'll fill it up to the top, up to the black line, basically where the green and the black are, and that usually gets me about perfect temperature. Nice thing with the geysers, it'll tell you if it's too hot, and then it'll also it flashes when your water is getting low. So I basically just use as little water as possible. I'm washing, and then when I'm all done, I basically just sit there and enjoy the nice hot water until I completely run out of water. And I always I wear my Crocs when I'm taking a shower outdoors. I thought about picking up like an outside shower mat like a lot of the guys use, but then I've got to haul around a wet and dirty mat. I might pick them up down the road, but as of now, I've never really had the absolute need for one. One of my projects for this winter is I'm actually going to find a shower bin or a shower floor pan, basically, that I can use inside the camper. I'm going to make and design a mount for the roof that I can hang a shower curtain from, so I can shower inside the camper when it's freezing cold outside. Turn the diesel heater on and take a nice hot shower in a nice warm camper. I have actually, I don't think I video recorded the day I did it, but when I went out with Dirt Lifestyle, I actually used my Husky box that I keep my bedding in. I just put it on the floor, I fit inside of it, and I showered inside the tent. And it wasn't absolutely terrible. Definitely got some water on the inside of the camper, but I always forget this, but I always leave the handles down to the side, which makes the handles extremely hot, but nothing a towel can't fix. Yeah, I just dumped the boiling water straight into here. Try to get as much of it as I can into the geyser. Nice thing is this doesn't make any dishes because it's just water. And then, as you can see, I still got a little bit of space, so I just top it off all the way up to the end of the green line here. I don't know where you're supposed to fill it to exactly, but that's where I fill it to. I've never had an issue. Throw the top on. Grab my Crocs, and I'll meet you guys over at the shower. All right, guys, I'll spare you the details here. Hopefully, you can only see the head of myself, but down in here, basically just wear the bare minimum when I'm coming in here. So I just walked over here in my underwear and my shirt. So what we'll do now is we'll plug the geyser in, put the pump on. You control the amount of water by this little knob here. So I just usually click it to 1, and that pumps the pump pretty slowly. I go through and I just get myself completely wet. Sometimes we'll do it to the second. Just get myself decently moist here. So for those of you who didn't like that word. And then what I'll do is I'll take the Castile soap here. I'll put it on the scrubby side of the sponge. Just a few drops. You don't need a lot since it's on a sponge. Then you just wash your body. Start from the top and work your way down, obviously. So, start with my arms, go down to my chest, my back, my legs, and then do my privates last, obviously. Like I said, I try to use as little bit of water as I can on the first stage here, so then I can enjoy a nice, somewhat warm shower when I'm rinsing off here. So I'm going to turn the water off. Take a couple drops here and get it in the hair. Probably a little too much, that's okay. Put extra soap, get everywhere that you need to. All right, and then I just basically turn the pump on medium speed and rinse my hair. Maybe a little bit faster than that. Basically, you're rinsing yourself in the sponge, get all the soap out of the sponge, let the water run down. You don't want to waste any water, so rinse my arms. Right, so now that I'm completely rinsed off, feel nice and rinsed. I'm gonna shut this off really quick here. Open up the geyser here. I still have about a third of the water left. So now I basically can just enjoy. I don't like putting water back in my tanks. If you really search for water, or if you got more than one person, you can just top it off. But now I just kind of enjoy a nice warm shower until I'm completely out of water. All right, so now I got the light flashing. It says low water. So if that's flashing, you're still rinsing off. You gotta hustle. I don't know if you guys can hear, but then the pump basically runs itself dry. You don't want to let it run dry, so flip it off as fast as you can. All right. And like I said, I've got my microfiber towel here. These things are great. If I can find something similar on Amazon, I'll put it down in the link below, in the description below. I mean, bought these like I don't know, 9 or 10 years ago, and I bought a 4-pack, and they're still all basically new. I just use them ultra up and then go home and wash them. I let them air dry. I don't dry them in the dryer, but I'm sure they're dryer safe. And downside of this, if you do it at night and you got to leave early in the morning, it's the inside of your shower. It's nice and wet, so it takes a little while to dry out. But I'll get dressed and then I'll get back up with you guys. As you can see, pretty muddy mess here, but that's okay. This flashing blue light is a light that flashes when you're running low on water. All right, guys, it's almost 9 o'clock. JT and I had a actually pretty awesome fire. A few times it went down a little bit, but shocked it back up and it came right back up. We're gonna call it a night early tonight. Just kind of relax. JT's got to be out of here by about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm blocking him in, so that means I'm out of here at 7:30 in the morning as well. So we're just gonna hit the hay a little early tonight. I'll probably take my time going home tomorrow. Not that there's much to explore because I'm like half a mile from the paved road, but we'll kind of just take it easy tomorrow, head home. It's tonight's Friday, so tomorrow's Saturday, so I got all weekend just to chillax. So morning, all we've really got to do is pack up our tents and put some light strings away, and we'll be good to go. So I'll catch you guys. I don't know if you can even see me, but I'll catch you guys in the morning when we're packing up, and then we'll get all this gone over and head home. Appreciate all you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you guys want to see. Down the road, I plan on doing a full build on the bed of my truck. A lot of people ask me how I did all the extrusion stuff, and I want to redo a couple things. So this winter we'll do that. Spend a day pulling everything out, rearranging everything, making some new drawers, and just doing all that good stuff. But yeah, appreciate all you guys. Watch out for the next one. We'll be going out in a couple weeks again. Don't forget to share the video. We did the $100 giveaway at the 500 mark, but we're going to be doing basically the full store giveaway, everything I make for the Lone Peak at 1,000 subscribers. So we're getting there. I think we're a little over 600 right now. I haven't looked in a couple days, but yeah, once we get to 1,000, we'll be doing the giveaway of everything. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your friends are subscribed. Send it to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your cousin, your neighbor. And we'll get this going. Appreciate all you guys.